Okay, we're going to continue on page 182 with the step-by-step. We're to continue using the same document that we have been. Position the insertion point anywhere inside the table. We're going to click anywhere in the table here. On the Layout tab in the Table group, click the Select button and then select Table. So we want to select the whole table. Change the font size to 14 point. By changing the font size in the table, the data extends to the next page. So to change the font size, I can go back to Home and change it there. Okay, let me go back to the layout now. Okay, so now all my font has gotten bigger. It says because of that, this table goes onto the next page. Okay. Place the insertion point in the first row of the table. On the Layout tab in the Rows and Columns group, click Insert Above. So we want to insert a blank line above. On the Design tab in the Table Style group option, click the Header Row checkbox. So I'm going back to the Design tab, and I'm going to put a check mark in Header Row. Type headings in each cell within the first row of the table as shown. So they show us that we want company name, I'm looking at the top of page 183 for these. Contact person, phone numbers, number of current, open position, position title. Let me go back, I got an extra key in here. Date posted, and notes. On the Tables group in the Layout tab, click the Select button and select a row. So go back to the Layout, and I want to select that first row then. On the Layout tab in the Data group, click Repeat Header Row. So down over here, way down here, Data, Repeat Header Row. Scroll down now and view the second page. That same header row should now appear on the top of the second page. Click anywhere in the table to select that first row. Now position the insertion point anywhere inside the table. On the Layout tab in the Table group, click the Select button and then click Select Table. Let's select Table again. Change the font size to 12 point. As long as the content extends to a new page, the heading will appear regardless of the font size. So I'm going to go back to the Home tab to change my font size to 12. And you can see that header row is still in that top of the second page. Go ahead and save that document. Okay, we're going to sort tables in a table's content. So on page 183, let's do the step-by-step that starts on the bottom. Go ahead and continue using this document. Place the insertion point on the first column to select the company name column. On the Table group of the Layout tab, click the Select button and press Select Table. So I need to go Layout, Select column. On the Layout tab in the Data group, click Sort the button. Sort. So I want to sort. The Sort dialog box pops up. Because you selected the company name column, use company name data is listed in the Sort text box, with ascending order selected by default. The column contains text, therefore the type is listed as text. The other options under type are number and date. So if I would select here, you can see number and date, but it is text. Click OK. And now all of our company names have alphabetized. Note that the table now appears sorted in ascending order by company name. Go ahead and save the document. If you go down, our header row is still on the top of the second page. Merging and splitting table cells. Let's do this step by step on the bottom of page 184. Use the document that's still open. Position the insertion point on the header row located on page 1. Select the cell that contains contact person, header, and the empty cell to the right. So I want to select this one and that cell both. On the Table Tools Layout tab, in the Merge group, click Merge Cell button. So I'm going to click this button, and it merges it into one cell. Click the position in the Position Title column on the Lucerne Publishing row. Select the cell that contains the text Director Marketing VP Public Relations. So I need to go down here to the Lucerne Publishing. We're going to select this cell here. In the Merge group, click Split Cell button to open the Split Cells dialog. So Split Cell, the little box pops up. Click OK to accept the settings as they are. Basically, it's going to split it into two little columns there. Cancel. Yeah, did we have an extra little column right there you can see? Okay. Select the text VP Public Relations and drag and drop the text into the new column. So I'm going to go ahead and select this part and then drag it over into here. You can see my little rectangle with my dragger. There it goes. It drags over into there. In the company name column, select the Woodgrove Bank cell. Click the Split Cells button. By default, the number of columns is 2, whereas the number of rows is 1. The Merge Cells Before Split checkbox is checked. So let me go ahead. Okay. So we want Merge Cells Before Split. Hit OK. And so that split into 2 columns. Change the number of columns setting to 1 and the number of rows setting to 2. So I'm going to change that instead. So let's go back into that split. I want to change the columns back to 1 and the rows to 2. And then hit OK. Now I have 2 rows there in that one cell instead of 2 columns. Place the insertion point in the front of Woodgrove Bank. Press and hold the mouse button to select the 2 rows within that column. Right click and then select Merge Cells. So Merge Cells. And now it's back to one cell again. Click the Undo button to take it back to 2 cells. And go ahead and save the document. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here, and we'll pick up on the bottom of page 185 with our next one.